Hi there, welcome to a step-by-step video tutorial on how to assemble this 3D rose basket box card. So let me show you what are we going to do today. This is a basket full of roses, rose petals and rose buds. It can stand on its own and it can be folded flat, and its handles also can be folded outwards like in a real basket. And we also going to make this envelope with the rose, with a cutout rose as a seal and a rose address label. To get started, you may download the digital template at www.darinascraft.com or purchase our do-it-yourself kit containing perfectly coordinated and already pre-cut details to assemble the similar rose basket box card. So check the links below the video to know where to find them. Both kits, digital and do-it-yourself, contain all of the details you see here. It's the main base, it's the side covers and top covers, it's candles and small lacy roses, it's the back layer, or it can be also used as the front layer depending on you want. And these are the middle and lower layer of the front of the card or of the basket. Here is the tag to write down the message and two inserts to go inside the basket, rose address label, and these are the sides of the main body and the envelope. We also have this bunch of tiny different roses, and both kits contain all of them to make lots of different roses and rosebuds to play with. So let's get started. These are the details for the main body. These are symmetrical, and the main body also has this score line so that you may fold the handles if you want, and these are absolutely optional. If you don't want to fold the handles, you don't have to. So I will just show you how you can do it. It's pretty simple. You just fold it outwards depending on where the top of the card is or the basket is. The main body of the card consists of 4 details. And these small rectangulars are the sides of the basket. Each of them has 2 score lines, and I am folding the score lines inwards to create this table shape. See, it's like I would call it like a little table or a little bridge. And then I'm repeating the same step with the second part. So here are my 2 sides. Before actually gluing down it, I will show you how to where to place it correctly. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm folding the left side inwards, and then I'm using these score lines as my guidance, and I'm taking this side part up to the score lines, creating this parallel shape with the top, while the lower part, see this lower angle touches the side of the basket body. It's pretty simple. Just use this score line as a guidance and create this parallel shape with a lacy top, and you're all set. So now I will need to place some glue here. I'm using my advanced tape glider, and I'm also using the liquid glue. The liquid glue I was using for this tutorial was Crackle Accents. So it gives me the opportunity to fill the lines where the ATG didn't fill the glue, and plus it also gives me it also gives me the freedom to move my detail if I just miss it a little bit. So after that, I'm folding this part inwards And I'm doing the same steps as I was showing you earlier. I am adjusting the top part and aligning it up to the score lines parallel to the swirly top, and while the lower left corner touches the side of the basket. And if I fold the flap, you will see that it goes just up parallel this side. Now I'm repeating the same step with the second part. Then ATG again and the liquid glue. Basically, the main difference is that here I have to be careful and to glue down just the right flap, not the left one. So I'm filling the gaps where the glue, where the ATG missed a little bit, and then I'm following the very same steps. I'm touching the lower corner with the side of the basket and moving it upwards up to the score line. And here it is. It's parallel to the top and it will not be seen. Now I will do the same part with other side. I'm repeating the same process, starting from the left side. It doesn't matter which side you want to start, it's just the way I did it. So applying the glue here, and then I will be doing just the very same steps. I will be folding this flap inwards, and then I will be trying. I will show it closer to the camera. See the score line there? And here I am matching the score line with the top corner, and the lower corner touches the side of the main body. The last part is super simple. You just need to apply some glue and then fold this flap inwards and close the whole base inside. I will just show you in a minute after applying some glue. So you don't have to match here, nothing. You just fold it inside and close the whole thing. See what I'm doing? I'm folding this part and closing everything. This is how it works. So this is the main base is ready and the basket is ready. It is already basket and it stays on its own. What we need to do right now is to glue down this big rectangulars inside. They also have these two score lines each, and they both go inside. The first one should go up to the bottom part, and the second part goes up to this first insert. So in order to glue them down, the first thing I need is to fold these score lines, and then again I'm creating this table shape as I did before with a side. So to glue them down, I need to apply glue up to the score lines, and then again it's might be a little bit tricky to insert these flaps, so I really recommend using liquid glue here because it gives you the ability to move these flaps inside so that they will not stick right before you want them to stick. So here's see what I'm doing here. I insert them inside up to the bottom. You don't need to match them to match the top. You may insert them a little bit lower, it doesn't matter, but what I recommend doing anyway is that these flaps touch the back side, and then you may just fold everything and press firmly, and it makes the glue stick. And see, this flap went just the way I want it to go. Here I'm just need to repeat the same step with a second insert. I am applying the glue to the flaps up to the score lines, and doubling it, filling the gaps with a liquid glue, and I will be carefully inserting it inside, and it should go touch the first flap I just did, the first insert I just did, and by this it will create the even sections. You will have 3 sections inside. See, it touches the first insert here, and we have similar 3 sections. So it's pretty simple, and to make it stick, I just press it again, fold it and press it again. So by doing these steps, you will have your basket base ready. Now is the fun part for the decoration. Our kit has these covers, these basket covers, which are slightly smaller than the main base, and they also have these core lines. So these core lines also help you to center these covers. I'm starting by assembling the back part, the back of the basket. This is the crisscross shape. You may use it on the whole basket. You may use it to the front, as this SVG kit includes 2 different types of covers. Here I'm using the crisscross cover in the back of this basket, and it's much easier to glue down all the covers together before applying them to the main base. So as the back is pretty simple, it has also only 2 covers. I'm ready to glue it down to the back of my basket. And then again, I'm using 2 types of glue. I want to make sure that there is no gaps where the glue didn't fill. And here it's pretty simple, or you may just use just eyeball it, or use this score lines on the handles, and it will help you perfectly center this cover. So it's time to assemble the back covers. It has the same crisscross design, and it also includes two layers: top crisscross layer and the middle layer. You may omit these middle layers if you want. I'm just showing you how you may use all of the details that are included in this template and in this kit. So it's pretty easy and much self-explanatory. I'm just doubling these details, and then I'm gluing them to the sides of our small basket. So I'm just applying the glue to the first side cover, and then I will be gluing down the second one. Here I'm just like eyeballing to find the center. It doesn't have to be perfect here because it's just the side, and I have some space to center it. And here I'm repeating the same steps. I apply some glue to this small rectangular, and then I will be gluing down to the other part, to other side of our basket. In this case, it's the, which one? I think it's the left side. So the sides are ready and back is almost ready. I will be adding one more tiny detail in the end. So now it's time to glue down this inside handles. I love how these tiny details create extra embellishment to the inside part of this basket, especially if you want these handles to fold upwards, and then you want to have the embellishment and the dimension you have on the top of this basket. You want it to repeat when you fold this handles outwards. So our template and our kit includes these handles, and when you're gluing this, and when I am gluing this, I am centering them so that they won't touch the score lines, the fold lines, but they won't, because they are slightly smaller than the main base. So once this part is ready, I can assemble the main body, the main embellishment of this basket box. It's the lacy rose front. It has 3 layers. The lower part, it's the lower level, then the middle layer that allows the leaves to see through, and then the top layer, the top lacy layer. If you put it like here on the front, it gives you everything. It gives you the flowers, it gives you the leaves, and it gives you the extra dimension. But let me show you one more thing. Our template also includes these small flower covers. It's just in case you don't want to use this middle and lower levels. If you think that it's just better to leave this top lacy layer as it is, but you still want the flowers to add extra dimensions and to add them extra color. So our template includes these details also. So we can lots of options to play with this kit. Now, as I'm going to assemble everything that is included in this template, I will start by gluing down the middle layer to the lower level, to the lower layer. And here is the precision tip portals are very handy. These I found on Amazon, and check the links below the video. I will include the link where to find them. These are, I don't know, it's my lifesaver. It's just perfect for this type of crafting. And then I'm just the type of glue I'm using. It's crackle accents. I already told you that, and I just poured this crackle accent to this empty bottle and using them, and it works perfectly. Crackle accents dries fast, and this precision tip bottles allows me to use just a tiny amount of the glue without any smudges. So I highly recommend these bottles. So here on the video, I have already assembled the two lower levels, and then now I'm applying gluing the top layer. See, when you use this 3 layers, it gives you the extra dimension. Unfortunately, the video doesn't show you everything, but it really stands out when you use all of three layers. Plus, I will be using the fourth layer just to the flowers. I will be showing it later. Before that, I am ready to glue down all of this to my cover, to my middle cover of this basket. Lots of layers here going on, and it gives the dimension, and it looks very adorable when it's finished. So I am applying it, I'm gluing it down and applying just a little bit of pressure for it. And here now I'm just ready to finish decorating the front with this layer. Almost finished, I have to say that, because this is not it. And then here I'm also using the liquid glue, and then I'm ready to glue it down to the front of our basket. And here again I'm matching the score lines on this cover and the score lines on the main base to center it perfectly. I'm sorry you're seeing me in the frame. I needed to peek more closely. So here are these two score lines. I'm glad that the video was able to show them to you. It's always easier when you see what I'm talking about. So see, you may also fold these handles upwards. Now I have this so many details for the flowers, for the roses, rose petals, and I will be showing you how you can play with them. And both our SVG kit has all of these details, and our do-it-yourself kit also includes everything for you to play with them. So here I'm just applying the fourth layer. I told you it's the fourth layer of these roses. But before continuing, I will show you how you can attach this little note tag. You may use it just to write down your message, to attach it to the main base. I will need just a little bit of thread or a small ribbon just to go inside to this little holes, and I will just show it to you. It's a little bit tricky with a thread. I am inserting them inside and then creating just a small knot without not tagging too tight, because I still want it to be able to open so that I can write down a message and then the receiver will be able to read it. Now I'll just need some tape, just a tiny piece of tape to glue it down to the bottom part. So I'm holding this thread. I just realized that you didn't see it, so I put it flat so you could see what I'm doing here. I'm having this thread inside, and I'm using this little small piece of tape to attach this thread to the back of our basket, and I will be hiding it later with some flowers, and it will not be seen, promise. So I'm just showing you how you can play with the layers and how you can hide the place where you glue down, where you attached this note tag. See, and no one will ever guess what you did there, how you attached it. It's super easy and simple. So I will show you how you may assemble all of the details. There are lots of them, how you can play with them. These rosebuds, each of the detail has 2 or 3 layers, and you can either glue them down and create dimensions, or glue down this lacy roses and lacy leaves and petals to create extra delicacy. So here are lots of layers. I will be gluing them down, and I will be back when it's finished. So here it's all finished. So I will not be bothering you with showing how I glued them together. And I also glued down these seven different roses to the top of the main piece, and I will be gluing one of the details to embellish this cute little note tag. So it goes to the front, and as this kit has so many details, you may play with them as you want. I will just show you how you can play with the inside part. What I did here, I just I applied the glue to the very top, to the very bottom tip of the petals, flowers, and rosebuds, and glued them to the back, to the 2 inserts. And here I will be show you how you can play with the front. If you have the glitter paper as I do here, it's a little bit tricky to glue the glitter to the inside of the front. So I found the solution. Here you may use the score tape, and I really recommend to apply the score tape by tiny pieces, by using the tiny pieces and applying it to the flowers instead of taking the whole piece and using the long piece of the score tape. You don't want your details to stick one to another. So here I just glued every single flower I had and every single flower I wanted to. I also wanted to embellish the front handle of this basket. To do so, I'm using this the thread of beads and my hot glue gun. And the easiest way to glue it down is, instead applying glue to the base of the card, it is much cleaner, I would say, to apply the glue directly to the beads, 2 or 3 beads at a time, so you can move them and place the way you want. Don't make it too big, because it will be more difficult to move them, to create the perfect shape and the perfect angle you need. Just 2 or 3 beads at a time. And I didn't cut it before gluing it down, so that I didn't end up by having too short thread. So once I had 3 beads left, I'm cutting it, and then all I have to do is just to glue down the last 3 beads, and the very last bead is easier to glue down if you place the glue to the base, to here, instead of, see, it was super difficult. So here I just used tiny amount of glue and pressed this and press the last bead to the base of the card. I have one more lacy rose left, and I decided to glue it down to the bottom part of this basket. When I finished videotaping this, video recording this tutorial, I found perfectly coordinated ribbon and brad, and I used the ribbon and the brad to the front and glue them down to the front using the liquid glue, not the liquid glue, the hot glue gun. So here, when the card is ready, I move to assembling the envelope and the rose address label. It has the pre-written to and from. So either you have do-it-yourself kit, you will have this to and from, or if you have an SVG kit, it also contains these words. I'm saying do SVG kit, but it also SVG, DXF, EPS, FCM, PDF, Silhouette Studio 3, and PNG format. So many formats. Check the links below the video. I will have the information there about the template. So when this is ready, while it's drying, it's time to assemble the envelope. See this shape? It has the score lines there, and it's super easy. You just fold in the side parts and then applying the glue to the smaller lower part, avoiding the central part because it has the gap there. Just I'm leaving just about ½ an inch in the center without glue and pressing it down firmly. And now our template also includes this wonderful bigger version of our lacy rose to use it as a seal. Here I'm just gluing only the very top part of this rose, so that the lower part could be glued down when everything is assembled, signed, and ready to ship or to present it. Now it's time to glue down the address label, and to do so, what I really suggest doing is to open the top flap. This way you will always know where your top is, because the size of the envelope is square, and if you close this, you may end up by gluing down the address label. See, it's on the top here. You may end up by gluing down upside down. So open up the top flap and you will never have this mistake. So when it's pressed down firmly, everything is ready. We have our basket box that is so dimensional but can be folded down and inserted to this super flat envelope, and is ready to be presented. It's a super adorable and wow gift, I promise you. So go ahead and check the links below the video to know where to either to download the SVG kit, DXF Studio 3, FCM, EPS, PDF, and PNG formats, or to find a perfectly coordinated and already pre-cut details, all in one, everything included for you to assemble. This is a super fun project to do, and you will be able to recreate the similar rose basket box card and present it to someone you truly really love, or just make it fun for yourself. Thanks for staying with me, and don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel for more paper crafting ideas and templates.